What is going on, YouTube? It's time to get this block cleaned up, and I finally decided what I'm going to do. I don't feel like spending a bunch of money at the machine shop, so I'm just going to take it to work and pressure wash the shit out of it. So let's get this thing all loaded up. Alrighty, let's go. All right, we're back. Finally, it's all nice and clean. So I'll get it all unloaded back on the stand and we'll have a look at how clean or not so clean it is. But I'll tell you, it's pretty clean. I did the best I could with what I had, which was a toothbrush, spray 9, and a pressure washer. It did okay. I think it'll be just fine. Are you ready? Oop. Shit. Bam! Let's get a look at this thing up close. Nice, clean lifter valley. I guess these would be lifter valleys, but... Oh man, I missed a spot. What is that? Darn it. Okay, well I gotta clean that out. Other than that though, pretty darn good looking. I also did hit the head surface with one of these little bristle brush things for a die grinder. They're super gentle on everything usually, so I think that turned out really good. I did have a couple issues with stuff flash rusting as I was doing it, so I just made sure to coat everything in a thick coat of WD-40 when I was at the shop, just to make sure that the flash rusting would not happen. You can see a little bit of the leftover rust in here. So we still do have a bit of cleaning to do. Oh, and I totally forgot this one too. But yeah, a little bit of cleaning to do. I didn't do anything to the cylinder walls because I kind of did that off camera, all that stuff. And yeah, there did get a little bit of water on it from just transporting it back here. That's fine. I also did the rear cover area. Everything back here. I figured I might as well do it while I was at the shop because I could just take it off of the stand and get everything back there. Also made super sure to clean out these lifter oil valleys as best as I could with a toothbrush. I kind of made it like maybe this far. Stuck the toothbrush all the way in there and just kind of like twirled it around and stuff. It was skinny enough to get most of it, so that's good. And then, same kind of deal with the front cover and where that cam retainer plate seals to. And yeah, there is still a little bit of water on here, it looks like. And everything underneath, I tried to get as good as I could. Some of that stuff didn't really want to come off, but at that point, this kind of stuff all in here is just kind of from oil sitting on it for forever. I wanted it to look like this, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just a little bit dirty. It's not even going to end up in the oil if it didn't come off with all the cleaning that I used. Another thing to note is, I guess I missed a couple spots, but I tried to clean up the sides of the block as best as I could too for when we end up painting this thing. And of course I blew out all the bolt holes and everything as much as I could. But yeah, I think she's looking pretty darn good. So at this point now, I guess we're pretty much ready to hone these cylinders out. We're going to be using a different technique this time, like I talked about in the last video. Well, same technique, but dingle ball hone style, opposed to the 3-jaw. I think the dingle ball will work a lot better. I tried it on the old block, that one under there, and it worked great. Not necessarily for cleaning up the rust, but for making a nice crosshatch, it worked perfect for that. So I'll get this all on a drill and I'll show you the technique that we're going to be using. Okay, so we got our dingle ball all attached to the drill here. We're going to be using it in speed 1, which is the much slower speed. And we're just kind of going to be going pretty slow while moving it in and out to give us a nice kind of 45-degree crosshatch along the whole block all the way down, or along the whole cylinder all the way down. And for this, I'm just going to be using WD-40 as some lube. So we're going to get the cylinder all nice and coated. We're also going to coat the hone a little bit. There we go. Now this hone is a little bit big for this block, but if you start it gently, it'll be just fine. Alrighty, now let's wipe that off and have a little look. So this is what it's looking like. Not bad, but it could use a little bit more. It's still a little bit rough in some spots. This is only a 320 grit hone, so it is super fine. This thing would probably like more of a 240, but we're barely even breaking the glaze off right now compared to this one. So all those dark spots would be the glaze still, and then the light spots are obviously the hone portion if you're looking at it really close up. But yeah, so we will continue.
2 minutes later.
As far as this is looking, I think I'm just going to call that good enough. The light is making it look a lot more scratched and messy than it is, but like it is perfectly smooth when you feel it with your finger. And looking at it without the light, it just kind of looks like a normal cylinder. So that's kind of the goal for all of these, is to look like this. So I'll get the rest of them done, and I'll show you the final product after all that's done. So this is how bank 1 turned out. I think it's looking great. Way better than the last block, I can already tell. So yeah, this is that crosshatch that we're looking for. You see one group of lines coming up, see the other one coming up against it to make that X in there. That will be crucial for getting our piston rings to seal against the wall here. Now it's time to move on to the other side. Whoa, that was fast. I'm pretty quick, you see. Just bam, they're already done. Anyways, they're looking great. Everything's looking great. It's looking up, you know. Things are going better around here. Well, there we go. Everything's all cleaned and honed as far as the block goes, but I still gotta do one more cylinder head and the front and rear covers. Oil pan's good. Just front rear covers and one more cylinder head. Like, it's just cleaning, man. The cleaning never ends around here. But one day we'll get into some real fun stuff. So parts are still showing up on Monday apparently. Today's Saturday still. So maybe next weekend we can get this thing assembled. At least kind of assembled, but we'll see. So with that, our block is all clean, honed, and ready to go, which is super exciting because that means next time it's pretty much time to throw the crank in this thing and get some cam bearings installed and everything like that. My parts did show up. Everything that you just watched was last week. I forgot to make an outro, so I'm doing it this week. But yeah, we're getting progress going here. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. And we'll catch you in the next one. See you later.